Hey guys, this is my LOL doll cake that my mom made for my birthday. And she's gonna show you how to make it too. It's a really good cake to make since my birthday is in December. Which is your favorite LOL doll character? And leave it in the comments down below. And also, subscribe to the channel. Of course, because my mom's the best baker in the world.
So to start out, you're going to print out a picture of your favorite LOL doll character onto a page. Then use some greaseproof paper and trace around that image so that you can use it as a template. Just make sure your cake is slightly larger than your image, place it on top and trim around the outside. I've also baked a 5-inch dome cake and I'm going to carve out parts of it in the centre just so that it doesn't look so round and it looks like more of a realistic LOL doll shape type face. Ice your cakes with buttercream and cover with some flesh coloured fondant. Using your LOL doll image as a guide, mark the position of the eyes and then go in with a ball tool and create some eye sockets. Place some white fondant inside the eye sockets and use some peach coloured edible dust to give her some nice big LOL doll rosy cheeks. I'm going to go in with a circle cutter and some Renshaw fondant in the shade powder blue to create her eyes, and you can find links in the description below for everything that I'm using to create this cake so that you can create this at home as well. And speaking of which, if you know any LOL surprise doll crazy fans, don't forget to share this cake with them. My daughter's friends went nuts when they seen this cake at her party last week. Roll out some black fondant to create a trim around the outside of her eye and leave a little gap on the bottom left hand corner. Cut out a large triangle shape followed by some smaller ones to create eyelashes and go in with some edible paint to create some tiny dots on the centre of her eye. Cut out a small square of black fondant and use some light pink fondant. Roll it out thin at either side so it's fatter in the middle to create some lips. And to create a nose, we're using a tiny little piece of flesh coloured fondant. We're going to gently bend it down so that it's an upside down U shape and place it just above where her lips are. Roll out 2 strips of fondant and cover those bumps at the top of her head. Use a knife to create some hair indentations and take 2 equal sized fondant balls and place those on top of those bumps to create her space buns. To create her bangs, place another piece of white fondant in the centre and gently tuck it under her space buns and create some hairlines there as well. Roll out some white fondant into a sausage type shape and create a trim around your space buns and cut out a tiny piece in the centre. I'm going to create a quick easy bow using some Renshaw lilac fondant. Using some more of that powder blue fondant, roll it out into a strip. That's going to create a hairband. Place your bows on and now we're going to use that blue to create her earmuffs. She's called Snow Angel, so I wanted her to glisten like snow, so I've used some snowflake edible dust on her hair and I've also used some of the shimmer pink on her lips as well. We're going to go in with some embroidery scissors on those parts of the earmuffs that we've just covered and we're going to make them look really cozy and fluffy. And hopefully you've got some cake left over to use to carve out the shape of her dress. I've got this PME set of snowflakes and I'm going to use the smallest one. Stamp out 2 snowflakes, just one in case this one breaks. Use some silver edible dust and leave those to the side to dry. Cover that in some lilac fondant and now we're going to create a neck. So roll out some flesh coloured fondant into a cylinder shape. Use a ball tool to pull that bottom part down. This is just going to come down a little bit just to look like the top part of her chest. And if you love cake decorating, you can learn how to make more amazing cakes for your kids by clicking on that link above. Now we're going to get on to the tricky bit, which is making her skirt. Now her skirt flares out a bit, so I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I've got some blue fondant rolled out into a strip, and I'm using a cocktail stick to create some creases. I'm going to make her skirt in 3 sections, so you can see when you turn it over it gives it a nice creased effect. Stick that on, do the same 3 times, and I've also used a cocktail stick to support the dress on the outside while it dries. Roll out some white fondant into thick pieces to create her body warmer, and use a cake decorating tool to create some details and indentations. Now all she needs is some arms and legs. So I'm using my fingers here to create an indentation halfway down her legs, and it's kind of pointing downward. And I've pinched the bottom of her leg to make it look like an ankle. I've rolled out a strip of fondant. This is going to be the top part of her boots, and we're going to do that fluffy effect onto her boots as well. A large oval piece of fondant for the bottom part of her boot, and I've used some flesh coloured fondant, although you probably could do with brown here, but I was just being lazy. Create some indentations along the bottom for a sole, and just some more details onto your boots. I'm putting 2 tiny dots just above her knees here, and some tiny little bows onto her snow boots. Going to use the same technique for creating her arms, only this time we're going to put a hole in the bottom so that her hands can fit inside. Well, as you heard, I made this cake for Holly's birthday, and it had to be a special cake because she's this really special girl. If I could describe Holly in one word, it would be kind. She's so kind that this year for Christmas she decided to chop off all her beautiful blonde hair to donate it to a children's cancer charity that makes wigs. Happy birthday, wee Holly. Enjoy your LOL cake.
No cake. I know what this looks like. It's amazing. By the way, my mom made it.
Your mom made it?
Mom, I can open my eyes.
Keep them closed, keep them closed.
Open. Oh my goodness!
So,
Please don't tell me